Hi, I'm Tom.
I'm Kathleen.
And I'm Deanna.
And you're watching Word of Mouth.
Then he starts a whole thing where he gets violent and he threatens the audience, and then he comes back. It's constantly shifting mood between this violent thing. All right, you sir, how about a shave? Come on, visit your good friend, sweet.
All right, you sir, how about a shave? Come and visit your good friends. You sir, too sir, welcome to the grave. I will have vengeance. I will have salvation.
Today I saw Sondheim on Sondheim,
Which is a musical review about the life and work of Stephen Sondheim.
Sondheim on Sondheim is basically two different things. There's kind of the story of Stephen Sondheim's life and his career, which is told largely through video clips that he narrates himself, just kind of an interview, kind of like this one.
We're looking at Stephen Sondheim's career, personally and professionally, from when he was born to today. So it spans 80 years of the man's life.
There's also a cast of 8 that performs songs that he has written.
in some situations he would talk about a musical and then the cast would sing the song, so you know what he was talking about. And then in some instances he would talk about something extremely personal, and then just a song would come on that had nothing to do with any musical per se that he was talking about, but just his life.
It's not an original musical, it's kind of like a musical review biography.
Barbara Cook is a world-famous, renowned cabaret singer. She's almost a goddess of cabaret. So, and you can get that from the audience reaction to when she comes on stage. Anybody who's familiar with her work is really looking forward to hearing her sing. And she does a fantastic job of interpreting Sondheim songs.
She's a legend.
Vanessa Williams, I saw her many years ago when she was in Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods. So she was very, very good. It was nice to see her again on a Broadway stage, and she's also a strong interpreter of the music.
Vanessa Williams is the most beautiful woman in the entire universe, and anybody, male or female, gay or straight, who says they can't appreciate Vanessa Williams' beauty is just lying, because she's gorgeous.
I just couldn't get over her beauty. I mean, she's just stunning to look at.
Whenever she was on stage, the show was instantly better.
Tom Wopat was a great actor, I have to say. I mean, he went from singing a song from Sweeney Todd to singing a song from Sunday in the Park with George. And I mean, just seeing the different variation of his acting was pretty cool.
Even though I know he's done a lot of Broadway, I don't think of him as like in the Barbara Cook caliber or even in the Stephen Sondheim level. So it was good to see him kind of keep up with everybody and do a really good job.
Tom Wopat, I thought, was not I kind of felt sometimes that he maybe overacted the songs a little bit.
Norm Lewis is a member of the ensemble, and he particularly stood out for me. He sings a version of Being Alive that was just so wonderful. It was almost a showstopper. He was that good.
It was revelatory. For a show that had no emotion behind it at all, that moment did, and so that was really, really incredible.
Erin Mackey was in this cast as well, and I have to say she had the most phenomenal voice. I thought she was the best of all the voices.
Leslie Kritzer had a number in the first act, and she was terrific, and I thought, that's great. I would love to see her do more, and then she didn't really have a moment later on when she took center stage, and I wanted to see more of her because I thought she was really good.
And several times I kept saying, where's my playbill? Who is that? She's really, really good. So, thumbs up, Leslie Kritzer.
I thought it was extremely entertaining because I'm a huge Sondheim fan, and I can't think of any way I would rather spend a Sunday afternoon.
There were some moments in the performance that I really, really loved, and there were some choices that I thought were disastrously bad, really, really horrible. The thing that really, really bugged me the most about this show was anything that involved Barbara Cook and sex. Why are we making sex jokes about Barbara Cook in this show? Why is she singing a song with Tom Wopat where they're talking about being good in bed? That was creepy and weird and gross, and I hated it.
This appealed to me on so many levels. Just getting into the whole creative process, how a song comes to life. I don't want it to sound as though it was strictly a history lesson of musical theater. That's not what's going on at all. It's really just a wonderful celebration of Broadway music, and very good Broadway music. I like to call it Broadway music for grown-ups.
For me, it was a lot like a PBS Pledge Drive special.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I want to go home and just learn more about him, and I felt like I wanted more. I mean, it was already it's a long show, but I felt like I wanted it to last longer because I wanted to know more.
For the parts of it that I did like, I really liked it. I mean, I would almost say that Norm Lewis singing Being Alive is worth the cost of admission alone, because he was that good. And Vanessa Williams is gorgeous, and Barbara Cook is a legend. So, great. But the show didn't come together, and I would say that I would say that it's going to be hard for me to recommend this to people unless I know that they're real freaks for Stephen Sondheim.
I will be recommending this to friends, particularly friends who are into musical theater. I think that if you have any interest in musical theater, and I don't care how old you are, you need to see this, just to get a glimpse of what goes into the whole process.
I have a lot of friends that are Sondheim fans, so I will definitely be telling them to run to see this. Other friends of mine who, don't know who he is, I won't even bother, but, definitely theater buffs that like him will need to see this.
People strolling through the trees.